Hello, everyone. I am back. Hi. I have a lot of things to update you on why I've taken so much time off from filming videos and just vlogging in general. I went through like every major life change all at once. If anyone, I'm sure if most of you have been following me for a while, you know that I was in a long distance relationship for 3 years. That has since ended. I moved out of my parents, as you can see. Come on, out of there. Sorry, the cat. And in a new relationship, and I am 6 months pregnant. Lots has changed, but I am honestly like the happiest I've ever been. It's currently March 4th, and I'm so happy that spring is right around the corner and daylight savings is 10 days away. This time of year makes me so happy. I'm due in June. She's gonna be a Gemini. We're having a little girl. So excited. I found out September 23rd. I think it was a Thursday night. And my boyfriend and I were going to New Hampshire the next day for the weekend. I'm not just gonna stand here and talk to you. I'm doing my everyday makeup. That's why I wanted to come on here, is to get ready with you and chat about life. We were like getting ready to go to New Hampshire, and I just felt like off. Not like sick or weird, but I just felt different. So I was like, you know what, let me just take a test, see what happens. So I took 2, and lo and behold, they were both positive. And now we're here. It's so crazy. But yeah, that's where I've been. I need a mirror. I just mixed my e.l.f. SPF moisturizer and Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzy drops, and this is like my skin makeup of choice lately. I now live in Rhode Island. A lot of you, if you paid attention, knew I lived on Cape. And I moved back in September. Yeah. And it's so funny because my boyfriend now and I, we've known each other since we were however old you are in 7th grade. Like 12. So crazy. And like we were friends until he went to a different high school, and then we just kind of like drifted apart, and then we reconnected last summer, which is so crazy. Okay, I need to go like get a mirror. Hey, hi, what's up? That's where I've been. And I've been moving myself up from Cape to Rhode Island. This is what I just put on my face, the Glow Radiant Moisturizer by e.l.f. And then I mixed it with the Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzy Serum drops. Whatever they're called. I don't know if I'll talk ever about it too much in detail, but I feel like I should, because it's a topic that I really now I'm passionate about. Is leaving a situation where you're not happy and you know things aren't going to change, because that's how my previous relationship was. All I'll say now is if you are not happy and you know nothing's changing or progressing, and you confront it and still nothing changes or progresses, then you have the decision to leave, which is what I did. And honestly, it was the best decision I ever made for myself. I think it was holding me back for such a long time. That's how I feel. this is a conversation I've had like ongoing with all of my friends and family and my boyfriend is finally like being on my own and paying bills and living not at my parents'. Bitch, I've been ready to be on my own since I was 2. And like the weird part about it is paying bills and like adulting actually genuinely excites me. Couldn't tell you why. I'm weird. I'm using the RMS Beauty Uncover Up Concealer in the little pot. I don't know, I've just always been like that. Like, I love making lists and writing out a budget and flowcharts and expenses and like staying on top of that. I don't know, just adulting things really excite me. I don't know why. And when I was living at my parents', I would buy so many home things. I'm sure you guys have seen in like previous vlogs. I'd buy so many home things for myself. Oh fuck, I meant to do that first. I wanted to try this new NYX. Sorry, I'm like talking about makeup while simultaneously updating you on my life. I wanted to try this new NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. But I heard that it's better to do it on a clean face, and I do not have a clean face now. I'm not used to doing my brows first. I'm putting some Anastasia Clear Brow Gel in first. But yeah, when I still lived at my parents', I would buy so many home things for myself, like dishware, flatware, decor, bedding, pillows, towels, like all of that. I don't know why. It just made me really happy. But in hindsight, I'm really glad I did, because once I actually moved out and moved in with Alex, my boyfriend, a lot of the things that we needed, we didn't have to buy because I already had it. Cause I'm crazy. But yeah, I'm 6 months pregnant. Physically, I've had such an easy pregnancy. Like, I'm so lucky in that aspect. No morning sickness. I was nauseous for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, but it wasn't really nausea. It was just more food aversions, and like nothing was appealing to me. Like I could not eat. All I ate the first few weeks of pregnancy was like the most bland of bland food. So like crackers, oatmeal, even oatmeal, like the texture grossed me out. So I got this in the shade Caramel, which is not the shade I usually get. I usually get ash brown. I'm hoping this will suffice. I'm just going to be talking about a lot of different things throughout this video because there's so much I haven't talked about that I just want to update you on. We weren't going to find out the sex of the baby like right away. We were going to have my doctor put the results in an envelope, because instead of waiting until I think like, I don't remember what week it is, but instead of waiting until the ultrasound to find out, like the anatomy ultrasound, I did blood work, like genetic blood work, because since I'm adopted, I don't have a lot or any family health history, so I just wanted to do like any and every test possible just to be safe and make sure we were all good, which we were. Well-being is growing and healthy, and she is moving around. Oh my god. But anyways, I got the results back, and I didn't realize they were gonna put the gender on the very top of the paper, because they called me and they were like, do you want to hear it over the phone or do you want it in an envelope? And at first I was like, I don't care, like, just tell me. But I guess in an envelope so I can go pay it up. Because they didn't tell me that that was going to be on the result sheet, like the sex of the baby. So I wasn't really expecting it to be. And then I picked it up, opened it, and I was like, oh fuck. I was not supposed to open that. Because our original plan was we were going to give the results in that envelope to Alex's mom and then do a gender reveal, which obviously didn't happen because I'm a dum-dum. But it was still fun. And yeah, we found out we're having a little girl, which is so funny because everyone knew we were gonna have a girl. Like, everyone called it. I don't know how that happens. And we didn't do any of those, like, tests that you do. I forget what they're called. The old wives' tales. Like, we didn't do any of those where you, like, hold a string above your stomach and see if it goes straight or in a circle. We didn't do any of that. We just kind of guessed. And guessed correct. But yeah. And I also left my previous job that I was at for 6 years, and I haven't gotten a new job yet, mostly because finding a new job has been really difficult. Just with COVID, the cat. Just with COVID, a lot of people aren't hiring, and if they are, it's only part-time, or they want a full-time employee, which I am all about, but obviously I need to take maternity leave. And from an employer standpoint, I understand not wanting to hire someone needing to leave again in like 2 months. Like, hello, this was not the 1950s. We need 2 incomes to survive in this country. Oh, there's many things I could talk about this country that make me upset. Like the healthcare system. Infuriates me. Someone I follow, this is going to be all over the place because there's so much on my mind and it's just going to all come out. Someone I follow, she's actually a Target blogger on Instagram, but she just had a baby girl, I think in January, either last month or January, and she shared her hospital bill, and it was nearly $20,000. And I was talking to my boyfriend, and I was like, how do they charge you an astronomical amount of money to birth your child? I just don't understand. Like, obviously doctors and nurses and like everything that's provided in the hospital is so needed, and like they deserve to be paid well, obviously. But like, how? I don't understand our healthcare system. I just don't. It makes me so sad. And the fact that so many people are against universal healthcare just blows my mind. Like, truly, it just blows my mind. But as I was saying about my pregnancy, I have had such an easy pregnancy thus far. In the beginning, like I said, I didn't really have nausea, just like food aversions, and nothing was appealing. Like, I didn't want to eat anything besides crackers and ginger ale and like nothing. Nothing else besides crackers and ginger ale. And like the most bland of bland foods ever. And that lasted up until maybe a few weeks into my second trimester. And then I started to finally get my appetite back, and like I wanted to eat real foods again, which was good. And like all my iron levels and everything were good and healthy. Like, I was fine. But I was really tired all the time. Like, sleeping so much and just taking naps constantly throughout the day. That lasted up until like the middle of my second trimester. I still have lower energy than I used to, obviously. I'm growing a human. But definitely not as bad as I was in my first trimester. Like, I just had no energy at all. I couldn't do anything. I just sat on the couch on my days off. I was still working, by the way. I was moving myself up here from like the end of September until basically December. and I was still commuting from Bristol, Rhode Island back to Falmouth because that's where I was working. So with the commute and going back and forth every day and being pregnant and tired, I was just so exhausted all the time, as one would be. But I didn't have anyone really help me move. I just kind of like brought things up tote bag by tote bag, box by box. Like anytime I'd go to Falmouth and then come back up here. And then I didn't like officially move until December when my work closed. And I was done for my last season ever at In Season. It's so weird because I worked there for 6 years. And when I told them I was pregnant and not coming back, I was so sad. And it felt really weird when they reopened for work last month and I didn't go back. My best friend Christine and I, we were like, it's so weird without you here. Life changes. I just edited a couple of vlogs and I talk more about how I feel about like motherhood and pregnancy and what I wish was talked about within pregnancy and motherhood more. Like I just wish the mother or the person carrying the child was taken into account more. Like in a mental health aspect. Because there's a lot that goes on that I feel like isn't talked about in a more traditional setting and that your doctor won't talk to you about unless you like bring it up. Which is understandable. I mean, they're doctors, they're not like your therapist, but I think it's still important to be aware of things that could happen and feelings that you may have, and that you shouldn't feel guilty about anything you're feeling. I've also been thinking, I kind of feel like I manifested my life now, like where I'm at in my situation, relationship wise and just like mentally, because back in, when was that? June of 2020, I went to go visit Shelby in Florida, and we were in her backyard, and it was like a stormy night, but it just stopped raining and the sky was getting clear, but you could still see the storm on one side, and like the other side was like this beautiful sunset. It kind of looked like Stranger Things. I think I have a picture of it, I'll put right here. It was really cool. But we were in her backyard doing a spell. I don't know what we did, and I don't even remember what we manifested, but whatever we did, it came to fruition for both of us. And I miss her so much. This is the time of year when I'd like be buying my plane ticket to go visit her. And on that trip last June, we just did so many fun things. And we met up with her friend Summer, and she read my tarot for the first time. Fell in love. Oh, hold on. But yeah, Summer read my tarot, and like everything she said was so spot on. And ever since then, I've been so obsessed with reading my tarot. I don't do it as often because I don't feel like it would be as accurate if you did it as often. Oh, I miss them so much. I think about them so much, and I want to go visit them so bad. If only weren't for COVID and being able to travel while you're pregnant. Man, I feel like I'm just all over the place talking about everything. I can't think and speak in a chronological order right now. There's just so much that just wants to come out of my mouth. Now that I'm nearing my 3rd trimester, I'm 24, almost 25. Am I 25 weeks? Let me check on my little tracker. I'm 25 weeks, 5 days. I feel so much more like myself. I have my energy back, my appetite back. My food palette, however, if you follow me on Insta stories, I said this the other day, it has reverted back to that of a 5-year-old. I literally want nothing but like junk food and Pop-Tarts and like goldfish. Like, I just bought Capri Suns the other day. Who am I? Who am I, really? I don't know if I'll ever do an apartment tour of where we live, because I moved in with Alex. Like, this was his apartment before I moved in. I just don't like want to invade on his personal space, even though we live together and like this is our space. It was his space first, and I just want to respect his privacy. What else? What else? As for baby things, whenever I go shopping in the baby section, I still feel like, am I allowed to be in here? Like, should I be in here? Is it okay? It's so weird. Like, I know I'm gonna be a mom, and I'm really excited. Like, Alex and I are so excited to be parents together. But when I go shopping for her, it's still such a weird feeling. I don't know how to describe it or like why I feel that way, but like when I'm looking through baby clothes or just baby things like in stores, it feels kind of like I have imposter syndrome. Like, am I gonna be a mom? It's so weird. I don't know why. As I was saying, we have quite a few things that we need to put together. Like, we have our crib in the basement, and then a lot of the stuff that we need is at Alex's mom's house, which I think we're gonna go by this weekend and pick up, which I'm really thankful for because a lot of it was given to us just for free. And yeah, I just want to like start to get it. I just want to start to get things put together because I'm starting to get antsy, and like I just want to put furniture together. I can't speak because I'm starting to get antsy, and I just like want to put furniture together and like get the apartment in order. I kind of have a master list like written out of things we need to do around the apartment to get ready for little baby G. I'm not going to share her name until she's here. And like all the things that we need to stock up on, like household items and pantry items, and just things for us in general that we should stock up on so we have them now and we don't have to like rush out to go grab something. With a newborn, I feel like that'll just be way easier. I'm also happy that I'm having her in the beginning of June, so I'm not going to be pregnant throughout the summer. That would not be fun. But yeah, I can't believe it's only 3 months now. That's so crazy. Time has gone by so fast. Yeah, a lot of the things I wanted to talk about, I actually mentioned in a vlog that I'm going to post. Oh, my camera's really hot. That I'm going to post in a couple days, and I'll get more in depth on topics around motherhood and parenthood and pregnancy later in vlogs, because if I talk about it now, it's just going to be really, really long, and I just wanted to like say, hey, do my makeup with you and like update you on what's going on. So I am here. You can't really tell that I'm 6 months pregnant. I'm not wearing the best outfit to portray my pregnancy. This is Otis. You know, a little kitten. He's not really little anymore. He's about 8 months. And he's, I think, part Maine Coon. He's a feisty little bean. Doesn't want to be held. But that's our kitten. Our other cat is somewhere in the apartment, sleeping, hiding. I don't know what. I'm sure he'll show himself. That's one thing I've loved about my life, is having cats in my life again. I wanted to have a cat so bad for so long, but living at my parents', they didn't want any more pets. We had 3 cats growing up, and after they all passed, my parents were just like, we're done, no more pets, no more animals. They love animals, but like it was just a lot with the 3 cats, and it was really sad at the end of their lives, like seeing them. But now that I have kitties again, I'm a happy bean. They're so sweet. Otis is the kitten I just showed you, and our other cat is Turbo. He's sleeping, per usual. I'm just putting the Hourglass Radiant Bronzer on my lid. and under my lash line, my lower lash line. This is just real life me. Oh, when I was updating you on my pregnancy, physically it's been really easy. Mentally, especially with all the life changes that I've been enduring, I have been struggling. Just overwhelmed from like so much change all at once and stressing. Lots of tears from being overwhelmed and stressed. Thankfully, my boyfriend is an angel. And he's so sweet and supportive and caring. So, even though I've been stressed and overwhelmed, I've been in good hands. I'm very well taken care of, even though I'm capable of taking care of myself. It's just nice to have someone be there for your support. This is the makeup look I'm hoping that I can master and get down in like 10 minutes so I can do it when baby G is here, like in the morning when I want to put makeup on. I'm not even wearing foundation like I showed you. I'm just wearing my moisturizer, sunscreen, and that dewdrop. But if I do wear foundation, it's this. It's the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This has SPF in it as well, so it feels more like skincare when I put it on, which is nice. So I think that's everything I have to update you on now. I'm sure I'll talk about things more in depth like in vlogs. This freaking cat. I'm so happy that it's starting to get warmer out now, because that was another part of my like mental struggle over the winter, the past few months, was just being cooped up inside and like not being able to go out and do anything because it was so cold. Like, I really like to go on walks and like go out and explore, but it was just way too cold to do anything. But now that it's warmer, I like just want to go outside and stay outside all day. I will never be a mommy vlogger, ever. Like, I'll never subject my child to being in the public eye, ever. It's just not fair, and they can't get that privacy back later in life. I mean, I'll probably vlog and talk about like baby things, but I don't think I'll be like a mommy vlogger or a family vlogger. But that could change somewhere down the road, and that may be what we want to do in the future, but right now that's not what I want to do. I'm also thinking about starting up my blog again. I stopped writing last spring just because, you know, we were all in quarantine. There wasn't much for me to like blog or talk about. And just with everything that happened all at once last year, the pandemic, the racial injustices, all the politics that happened in the US. I'm just going to say politics because that's just what I'm going to generalize it as right now. And I know I'm generalizing things, but there was a lot going on last year. And we've made it to March of 2021. If you're here and watching this, congratulations, we made it through the hell year. We're here. We're alive. We're doing okay. We've survived a year. And more so, we've survived a year of being in a global pandemic, living through history, and we're still here. So I think I've updated you on everything that I want to update you on right now. And like I said, I'll definitely talk about more things in vlogs, where it can be like a more laid back, chill, just like hang out with me and chat type of moment. That's the gist of it all. And I'm very happy. I think that's most important, is happiness. I don't think that's the most important. That is the most important thing, is happiness. I actually got this fan in my bridesmaid's like gift or bag at my brother's wedding, and I've kept it because it comes in handy for doing makeup. Life update. Things have changed in the best way. Also, once I found out I was pregnant and like I started following mom accounts and like parenting accounts and stuff like that, I feel like so many people I follow on socials announced that they were pregnant, they just had a baby, or they were already pregnant before I was. It's weird. I'm doing well, hanging in there. Happy it's almost spring. Can't believe there's only 3 more months until Lil Bean is here. Crazy. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Hi. Okay. I'll see you soon. Bye.